these are? These were paper crimpers. Evidently, I got this sent to me by free by mistake, and they didn't want it back, so I just kept it. But it's a paper crimper. And what you do is you put, I had a piece of cardstock, white cardstock, and I cut it in half. And you feed it in here, and you hold on to it, and you turn and turn and turn, and then you get corrugated paper. Yep, it makes lines. This, I know there was people on the YouTube that were getting sandwiches from Panera's, and they were wrapped in this paper, and they were saving it. But I thought, I have that crimper, I wonder. And sure enough, it makes paper. It makes these kind of papers. And they work wonderful. I'll show you. They really work good. I'm just going to ink a little bit. I probably use a new one because this one's kind of gotten mashed in my, where I had it stored in my marking making tool kit thing. But watch. Oh, you can't see that. Let me turn this over. We'll do it on this side. See that? You can roll it like so, and you get marks. See that? I'm going to use the new one. That one's about had it. So we're going to work on this drop sheet of mine, drop paper. I have a little, this is a bag that you make. I need to cut it in half, cut it apart. This is a bag that you can get at the grocery store that you can make toasted cheese sandwiches in your toaster. And it works really good for drop paper. It's made out of the same thing that our things are made out of, our sheets. Oh, I'm tearing it all apart, but anyway, that's what it is. And then you get two of them. And they make great drop paper, palettes, paper palettes for your paint. Alright, so much for all of the instructions on this. Let's get going. Now this one I put paper towels on. If you remember, and you'll see that in the first part of this video. It's been a couple of days since I've been back down here. I just don't know, just things get in my way. And I've got to get down to the Social Security office and get me a new Social Security card. I don't know why I keep putting that off. Anyway, let's get going on this. And I think I want to put some stencils, some little circles. I don't want big ones on here. I want little ones. If I can find little ones on here. There's a bunch right there. I use those. And I'm going to use some white paint. The Dina Wakley, or the Dina Wakley paints. My white's almost gone, but that's what I'm trying to use these up. So that I can use up most of my paints because I've got so much paint that isn't getting used. And let's see, I need to cut a piece of this off. This sponge. Because I never put them in water. I always cut them down and use them till I can't use them anymore. And we're just going to stencil some white circles in here. I know they're not going to show up yet, but I'm going to put a lot on this, so a lot of different things on this one. I just want to go here and there and just to oomph it up a little bit. I see Wendy Mason and Rita Marie and oh, who's the other one that do such beautiful things with their Nina Ravina. They just do wonderful things on their pages, and mine never look like that. But I'm not trying to copy, I'm just trying to learn from them. Learn a little bit. Okay, there we go. We got that down. Now let's see. What else do I want to put on this? Oh, I want to tell you, I made my own wipes from Stacy, and they are wonderful. I just made them this morning. Look at these wipes. Look how wonderful. They're still warm from the water, but now it got lost in there. It got smushed down. Oh well. I'll have to find not smush it so hard. So that they can roll out. I'm going to have a hard time with them for a while, I think. Anyway, I made them, and I'm loving them. They smell like Murphy's oil. I'm going to cut back on the Murphy's oil a little bit, I think. Anyway, they're great. I love them. I love them, I love them, I love them. Okay, let's do some, I found my little roller stamp that I've been looking for forever. Ever and ever. I want some black ink for that, I think. Put a little black in here. I was going to go monochromatic. Maybe some crimson red. No. It's a satin red. This is imperial. How about a little bit of orange, maybe? Habrero? Wow, look at that. Let's see what happens here. Oh, you can't see much on it. Maybe I'll do the black. Get my black. Now I found a blue. Well, where's my black? Oh my eyes, guys, I was prepared. I really was. I thought I was really prepared. But I can't find my black ink. I'll be right back. Hello, everyone. Remember when I was doing the background papers for these postcards? And I was using the Dina Wakley Dilutions paints? Guess what? I don't think this one's going to be able to be revived. I want you to see this. Look at how that's hard as a rock. Hard. I put a little bit of water in it, but it is hard. See that? I'll put some out here. See that? See those hunks? I don't know if you can see it or not. But they are hunks of, I don't think they're going to be able to be revived. I put water in it and let it sit for a few days. They are just nothing but hunks. I'm really disappointed in their paints. I'm sorry that I even bought them. And that's going in the garbage. Just wanted to show you that. What we're going to do today is we are going to decorate, well, more than decorate. We're going to do markings on these papers, on these postcards. And I've got a bunch of paint, or not paints, but inks. I've got some marking tools. I've got some stencils. And we are going to get going here. I got white Dina Wakley paints, but I think these are Diane Reevely. Yep, these are Diane Reevely. Sorry, I told you wrong. These are Diane Reevely. These are Dina Wakley paints, and they are wonderful. I've had these for ever since they came out, and they haven't dried up or nothing. They're good. Anyway, so I got some marking tools, some stamps. I got some die cuts that I've die cut that I think we're going to use on some of these. So I'm going to put those over there. And we're going to work on this one first. Oh, and if you guys are wondering what this is, do you want me to show you really quick how to make this? I have a video on it. Let me go get this stuff and I'll be right back and I'll show you really quick. Hang on. Alright, I got it. Let's try some of this. I've always watched Eileen McInnes use her rolling stamps, and I just loved them, but I have never used mine. And so I decided I was going to get it out and use it today. And I'm liking that. Yep, I'm liking that. Just makes marks is all it does. Okay, now, let's see. I want to put some script in there, and I can't find my script stamp to save my soul, but this one has some script on it, so I'm going to try to just get the words. Won't really matter because you just won't really see it. It will just be on there. Alright, liking that. Okie dokie. So now let's put some other, let's do some bigger circles in, I think I want black paint for some bigger circles, and I'm going to get my Dilutions. This one is pretty good. And I'm going to put a little bit out on my palette here, just a little bit. You don't need much. That's good enough. That's really runny. A lot more runny than I expected. This is a new one they sent me. Because I told them I wasn't going to buy any more of their product. So they sent me that. Okay, let's get some circles on here. Alright, that's good enough. Good enough. I'm going to give that a dry. Well, my cord's all tangled up in my cutters. Okay, good enough. So now let's see. I want a few of these little raindrops on here, and I'm going to do them in black. Let's see how they come out. Yes, just like that. Okay. I'm really liking this now. Now, let's see, what do I want to do on it? I've got my little arsenal here of ephemera. I watched Stacy yesterday do her wax stuff. Oh my goodness, I love that. I stamped all this stuff and embossed it on vellum. So I'm thinking about putting that on there. Happiness. Happiness is a cup of coffee shared with friends. And I thought we'd put that on there. It's not going to show up very good on that darker. I might use it on one of these. Yeah, I'm going to use it on one of these lighter ones. So let's go another direction here. I have a hoodie. I could put a hoodie on here. Ooh, I like that. And then I have this stamp that says, "We do not remember days, we remember moments." And I think I'm going to stamp that on a piece of white paper and cut it out. And yeah, and put it on here, and we will call this postcard done. Let's glue this little guy on here. And I'm going to use some Aleene's tacky glue if I can get to it. Okay, I found it. I should bring you guys in a little bit, huh? Is that better? So you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to put Mr. Hootie on there. I've never glued vellum down, so I don't know how. Oh, I take that back. I did do vellum when I was doing cards, but I can't remember what kind of glue I used. And I never embossed it. I always just use it for the sentiment inside of a card. So, I think this is distracting. I'm going to get a plain piece of white paper. And I'm going to put Mr. Hootie right there. Just like that. I probably need a brayer to brayer it down, so he'll stick on there. Gonna grab my brayer, hang on. Let's turn this paper over. He needs a little more glue. I do believe. I hope he's going to stay on there. Come on, Hootie, be nice now. It was so fun doing these. So fun. And I love doing postcards. I love doing postcards better than I like making greeting cards. I made greeting cards for many years. I was a card maker. Never YouTubed it though. I didn't know how. Didn't have a camera. Then one year my husband bought a video camera for me. But I still didn't YouTube. He wanted me to film when I was going back to Utah. So, alright, Hootie. I don't know whether you're going to stick or not. But I know I did want to do one other thing on this card before I stuck Hootie down, which I think I can still do with one of my old cards. I want to put some line. Don't fall. I don't have much space. I want to put some lines. Just like that. And I forgot to do it before I put Hootie on here. That's okay. I can still do it now. There, that looks good. Maybe one more through this one. There's so much texture on this, it doesn't want to make a straight line. There we go. And Hootie is just not going to stick on there. Maybe I'm going to have to get some glossy accents or something. Come on, Hootie, be nice. Now I need to dry that before I stick my hands in it and get black all over my embellishments. And give it a dry. Now I'm going to go stamp this stamp. If I can find it. I lost it. No, it's right here. I'm going to stamp that stamp and I'll be right back. I changed my mind about stamping on a piece of white paper. I'm going to use the backings of this napkin and I'm going to stamp it on that and glue it down. I don't know what I was thinking. So, and then I remembered, oh, I took all those backings off these napkins, so I need to use them. So I'm going to stamp it on here. And I'm stamping on a piece of foam because you get a better image that way. Or at least I do. Now watch it. See there? There we go. But I had two pieces of napkin, which I didn't know, which is fine. So now what I'm going to do is get rid of this paint before I stick my hand in it. wipe this off before it gets everywhere. And put this over in my arsenal of things to use. And I'm going to give this a quick dry a little bit, this words. Okay, and I'm going to just tear it out. And I'll use that again. Ew, I tore too close. Too close to the words. All right, let's see what that looks like on there. And we'll put it right there, I think. We do not remember days, we remember moments. And I put my glue away. My glue that goes on napkins. I put it away. See, I tidied up after I did this, but then I made a mess again. And so now I have to find everything again. Don't have to find it, I just have to get it off the shelves. All right. We're going to put that on there and then I'm going to ink around the edges of the card. And we're going to call it good. Call it good for this one. And I think while I have it out, I think I should put Mod Podge over the whole top of it, but not this kind. And seal it, but I'll do that off camera. Okay, I'm going to leave that out just in case we need to use it again. So let's give that a dry. All right, let's see what that looks like here. It's hard to read. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh well, it's done now, so I don't know how to fix it. Maybe go over it with a white pen, maybe. Oh well, let's ink around the edges. And we'll call this one done. And we'll move on to the next one. right. I think I'm going to do some doodling on this. I may just scrap it. I don't know. I should have just done that on white paper. I think it would have shown up better. I don't think I can get it off. I stamped it on the white piece of paper. Let's see if I can cut this out and maybe ink around it and put it on there. I smudged my hands on it. Darn it. Because that ink around the... Let's stamp it again. See if we can find a place that's not smudged. I stamp on a little piece of foam. I told you that, didn't I? Okay. Alrighty. I'm telling you what, I had one heck of a time cutting those paper towels in half. You see, I don't have any strength in my hands anymore from my brain tumor. And gosh, so that was really a struggle for me to get those cut. Alright, I just trimmed around it. I'm going to see how it looks on top of that. Oh yeah, that covers that up good. So, alright. We're going to ink around it. And I'm going to use a thingy, a sponge. I'm going to clean one. Get a few of them out here just in case we need to do it on the other ones. Kind of give it a distressed look. So it's not such a stark white. Yeah, we'll smudge it up. Just like that. Nobody will know if there's a piece of... Nobody will know. Nobody will know. Except for you and I and everybody else in the world. That we messed up. When you mess up, just do it over again. Just put something over the top of it. I'm going to use glue stick. I don't know why. I just am. I just am going to do it. I bet everybody was yelling at me, no, Nancy, don't do the napkin. It'll sink in and it will look bad. Oh, let's put it on upside down. There we go. Get the brayer out. Smush it down. And we will call this one finished. Except for gluing on the back and, yeah, you know, all that good stuff. Maybe we could put a little something on that. A little something something. How about a little flower or something? Because I got a bunch of stuff in here. No, that's too big. I have some little ones. I got all kinds of stuff in here. I sat and did all these one old good old day. Oh, look, there's a bee or a wasp. Oh, here we go. How about that? How about that there, and maybe one here? That would brighten it up, wouldn't it? And then we could put some stickles on it. We could do that and make it have a thing on the inside. Maybe liquid pearls. Yeah, let me get my liquid pearls out. We could put a dough dotty in the middle of it, and it would, I think that will be cute. What do you guys think? Let's put all this back away. And we're going to use all this in a little bit. Okay. Glue stick. Brayer. That way I won't get my fingers sticky. I stamped all these out and I used my scan and cut, and they cut them all out. I didn't have to fussy cut them. I think I told you on that and on that thing on the video about the stand and cut, what I learned. Alright, let's see. Where is my Stabilo? Right here. I'm going to go around these a little bit. I don't think you'll be able to see it. Maybe I should do the white pen. I bet you can't see what I'm doing because I'm pulled you in and I don't have you on camera. Because things happen that way and I'm dumb. I don't think that's gonna work. But we shall see. Let me get my white pen out. My Signo. Just do some flicks like this in the flower. All right. I'm just going to be sketchy and go on that around the, yeah, the inside of the flower. Make some sketchy lines just to bring it out a little bit. Come on, work, pen. There we go. That looks good, but that's not stuck down. I'm having a hard time sticking things down on this napkin or this paper towel. It's so textured. All right, I think we saved this poor little postcard here. Now, I'm going to put some, this is ice white and this is cream. Put some ice white. Yeah, whoa. I got a whole bunch out. Did you see all that? I'm going to shake it up a little bit because we don't want all that. We just want a little bit. And if you weren't on the live stream one time when with Stacy, she was doing liquid pearls. No, it was Rita Marie. When these first came out years ago, years and years ago in the 90s, my daughter got engaged and she was going to get married and she wanted to wear my wedding dress. And so I wanted to fix it up for her and, you know, so it looked like my wedding dress. It looked brand new. It was plain to begin with because I wasn't a frilly girl, so I just wanted plain. It was an empire waist. Anyway, to get to the story, when these first came out, they were for material, to put pearls on material. And I did the whole gown in these liquid pearls. Yeah. Took me forever, but I learned how to do it so they didn't get a peak on the top. I still have that technique. I haven't lost it. They still don't get a peak on the top. But anyway, then she got mad at him and they got mad at each other and they canceled their wedding and decided not to get married. So there my wedding dress sat. I don't know what happened to it when it got put back in the closet and back in the bag it was in, and Yeah. All right, guys, I've talked long enough and we've done this, and so I'm going to do the rest of them um, off camera, and I'll come back and show you how I did them, maybe, or I'll come on another time, make another video, because this is getting too long. Way too long. But I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to seal it all in with glossy Mod Podge, and yeah. Then I'll show you what I'm going to do on the back. I'm going to glue paper on the back of it, and then I have a stamp that will go down the center that says postcard, that separates it down the center. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I keep getting ink on me because it's just not dry. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and thanks for being with me, and thanks for all the new subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and push the icon next to the subscription box, and it's a little bell, and it will give you, if you want to click on that, you'll get notifications of when my next video's up. And I thank you lots. Bye bye.